have a sea of roses here, and it's all about them. It's not about me. If I've got a party on Saturday night and I want to sleep in on Sunday, it doesn't happen because they need to be picked when they need to be picked. They look beautiful and a lot of them smell beautiful and they last well and they're romantic. Grown in Glenorrhea, rich and fertile. Used to be all citrus orchards back in the 1900s. Mum and Dad were market gardeners. They grew carrots and tomatoes. And then I went into flowers and then roses. It's exciting and they're beautiful and there's so many different colours and varieties and shapes and fragrances. Maybe 70 or 80 or 100 different colours, I'm not sure. In the field farm we have David Austin's. This farm we have hybrid teas, mainly hybrid teas, so you get a nice long stem, not too many thorns, and they last quite well for the shops. There's always a new variety coming out or two, so just keep an eye on what's going on and what's popular and what I like, what my shop's like. We like the dirty colours, you know, the mauves and the browns, smoky colours. It's good to have a variety. You know, the stand looks colourful and makes a nice show. This is called Tenderness, one of our best sellers. Fragrant, pink, opens up fully. Tridescent. Poetry's amazing. Exquisite. Dolcetto. Evelyn's beautiful. That's one of our best sellers as well. It's the pleasure and pain, I think. The beauty and the thorns, you know, it's like life. We're often pulling colours out and putting new ones in just to keep it a bit more interesting for the shops instead of just having pink or white and red or, you know, something like that. We like those varieties, the two-tone ones. They don't propagate a lot of them. Maybe they're harder to propagate, I don't know. We pick from October to June. So the beauty for me is to see them open. That's the beauty, to see the rose open. So that's how we try and pick them. Plus we do a lot of weddings. So, you know, instead of putting in a tiny little bud that takes up that much room, we put an open flower that you know, it's more economical for them. It takes up more room, fills the spot. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, anything. Just saying I love you. You know, last 3 years we had were rough with the wet weather. The roses did not like it at all, but we had the greenery. The market was strong, so Elaeagnus macrofolia, but we call it weeping mag. It's a Russian olive. Just bought 10 pots at a nursery about 10 years ago for my garden and put them in, and then it was a friend's 50th and he had a marquee and I thought I'll pick that and covered all the posts, and it was quick to pick. It looked fantastic on the posts and they loved using it. Even when it's out of water it sort of drips a bit, but it still looks good, and it's bulky and it's big. And you know, it just blanks out a whole wall, or they do ceilings. Like, it's just incredible what they do with it. And I said, right, and then I just filled the farm up basically and waited 5 or 7 years, and you know, we had a lot of it going to market, and a lot of customers said to Mark, oh Mark, I didn't realise you had so much greenery, and he said, we put it in for a rainy day, and it literally was a rainy 3 years. So it kept our head above water, otherwise, you know, we would have been in strife. And Mark's on the book, so he's good, he does a good job as well, so it's teamwork, it's good. What better flower is there to pick than a rose? I mean, what a job picking roses. Change the water, trim the stem and keep any foliage out of the water, out of the vase. So the water stays clean and fresh water topped up, that's it. Don't forget to smell the roses.